me, Lauren again. Hi! So welcome to part 2 of the Osaka-ben video. So if you haven't checked out part 1, you really should. Because there are things that I'm not really going to go over in this video that I went over in the first video, and why not learn like 5 more parts of Osaka-ben? Why not? So basically, highly recommended, check out part 1. And if you haven't already, please check out my kansai-ben video that I made. This is sort of like a follow-up to that video, so it'll be, 10 more things from Osaka-ben. You can learn a total of 20 Osaka-ben things if you watch part 1, this video, and my kansai-ben video. So, have fun, guys. So, the first thing I'm going to be talking about in this video is how in Osaka, people shorten a lot of verbs to like at the end. So for an example, like if you wanted to say, "Oh, what's wrong?" in standard Japanese, you could say, "どうしたのですか?" like, "What's wrong?" Or you can shorten that in standard Japanese to say, "どうしたの?" In Osaka, they shorten both of those to just どうした?どうした?I have once or twice heard どうしたんですか? I guess to be a little bit more polite, but really, 98% of the time, just どうした? So if you notice, it's just at the end. Instead of どうしたの, it's どうしたん. And similarly, there's, if you wanted to ask what someone was doing, you could say 何したのですか? in standard Japanese. But similarly, in Osaka-ben, you can say 何したん? And that means the same thing. It's still a question. Like, you have to add like a going up sort of at the end to make it sound like a question. But it is interesting, huh? And like that, but not quite the same, because like it's not like a したの, like どうしたの and したの. But these also end in n. If you wanted to say 知らない, which is standard Japanese, in Osaka-ben, you can say 知らん, 知らん. So instead of, 知らない, it's 知らん. And very similarly, if you wanted to say わからない in Osaka-ben, you can either say わかれへん, like I mentioned in the first video, or わからん, わからん. And わからん is definitely more casual than わかれへん. But yeah, both are basically the same concept. And these ones are a little bit different, but they also end in n, so I'm like categorizing it in the same way. So instead of いますか in standard Japanese, in Osaka-ben, it's おるん. So if you wanted to learn more about that, you can watch part 1. But if you already did watch part 1, then good for you. You understood that, right? So, yeah, so おるん? Sensei おるん? This teacher here? And very similarly, if you wanted to say, if someone has something, if there is something, like an inanimate object, you can say ありますか in standard Japanese, but in Osaka-ben, it's ある? Is it here? Do you have it? So, the next thing I'm going to be talking about is ちょうだい. ちょうだい. So, I think people in Osaka have a habit of like not using particles, and this is one of those examples. So in standard Japanese, if you wanted to say like, please give me a sticker, you could say シールをください. So おください means please give me. おください. Sorry, got a mail. おください. But in Osaka, they say シールちょうだい. So first of all, there's no お, and second, there's no ください. It's just ちょうだい. And often they will just basically say ちょうだい, ちょうだい, like please give it to me, give me. So yeah, you will hear that a lot if you're around children, especially. But it's definitely more polite to use おください, but very frequently people use ちょうだい. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is ちっちゃい, ちっちゃい. So in standard Japanese, if you wanted to say, ah, it's a cute little dog, or it's a cute little dog, right? You can say, うわ、かわいい小さい犬ね. So it's a cute little dog. 小さい being little in standard Japanese. And, or small in standard Japanese. But in Osaka-ben, that same sentence would be, うわ、かわいいちっちゃい犬やな. So, yeah. Instead of 小さい, it's ちっちゃい, ちっちゃい. You hear that a lot, and I think ちっちゃい is more of like a childish sort of word, but a lot of adults also use it. It's like a cute sort of sound to it, but it's definitely Osaka-ben and not standard Japanese. I'm not sure if it's like all over kansai or not, but who knows. But yeah, so ちっちゃい. The next thing we'll be talking about is どっからきたん. どっからきたん. So in standard Japanese, if you wanted to ask, where are you from? Or what country did you come from? You could say, どこから来ましたか? So where did you come from? Or 出身はどこですか? Like where did you originate? Like where did you come from? Or just 出身は, you know, to be very, very casual. Or you could say どこからこれたのですか? So also again, where did you come from? In Osaka-ben, people say どっから来たん? どっから来たん? So どっから来たん? どっから来たん? It's really, really fast. They say it really, really fast. And it's one of those, what? What? What did you say? Could you say that again? And then they say it a little bit slower for you. But どっから来たん? どっから来たん? It's really weird when like little kids come up to you and like, 先生, どっから来たん? And you're like, ah, Osaka-ben. It's really, really useful if you're a foreigner and you're visiting the Osaka area because you will definitely be asked this question. The last thing I'm going to be talking about is not something from my area of Osaka. It's from like the northern Osaka and also parts of Kyoto. And instead of じゃあね in those areas, so instead of like see ya, they use ほな or ほなな. So, yeah, ほな, ほなな. It means the same. They really don't use it so much in my area. I mean, I have heard it once or twice, but it is definitely more of a northern Osaka and Kyoto-ben. So thanks so much for watching, especially if you watch like all of both of these videos. But yeah, so once again, if you haven't checked out part 1 and you were missing out a lot on this video, go check it out. And also please check out the kansai-ben video that this is sort of like a response to, update to. Yeah, so go learn more kansai-ben. So yeah, I mean, I hope that you guys get a chance to come to Osaka and use these words. If you do, you know, everyone will be really, really surprised that you know Osaka-ben. And yeah, see you guys later. Bye guys! Bye!